it's Kelly and I'm back with another video today. Today I am going to be scrapping that photo of my mom, my sister, and I at my nephew's wedding. When we arrived at the reception, we were taking a look at their cake and my aunt came by and took a picture of the three of us together, which is really nice because we just don't get those pictures together anymore. I decided I wanted to put it on this piece of glitter paper, which came from Hobby Lobby, and it's hard to get stuff to stick on glitter paper, so I'm using a combination of Scotch Quick Dry adhesive and my ATG adhesive as well. So now I'm going to take a look and I'm thinking about maybe using one of those bags to the side, but decide I don't want to do that. And I'm mounting this on that piece of navy cardstock with gold foil, and it's a beautiful floral pattern. That is actually from Schmel Little by Little. It was the specialty paper, and I'm doing her Clear the Dust class right now. By the time you see this, it will be done. And I didn't pull this for the Clear the Dust class, but when I was going through things, I found that I still had this beautiful piece of paper, and I was like, I need to use that. So I pulled it out, and it was the very next layout I did. All right, so then I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, but I wanted something else behind that gold foil cardstock, or behind the gold foil, not gold foil, gold glitter paper. So I grabbed that treat bag, and that treat bag came from the Paper Studio. It's Sacks and Things. It's the gold foil stripe polka dot from Hobby Lobby. And then I also wanted to use a couple of embellishments there. So I pulled those two pieces of chipboard, that cake and that ampersand. And those both came from the Simple Stories, The Story of Us, the chipboard pieces. And then I am adding a little gold heart there, that little kind of puffy heart there, and those are from Freckled Fawn. And I just wanted something on top of that cake that was more three-dimensional again. What I did here is I didn't like the white edge of that bag showing. I'm not using it to put anything in, so I cut it off. I just took it to my trimmer and cut it off. Then the other pieces there that I have as embellishments are a tag and then like a journaling spot, and both of those are from the Kaisercraft A Touch of Gold collection and the collectibles, which are their die cut pieces. Then I had this one bow left from Paper Studio, it's from the Paper Studio. It is the Flea Market Fancy Gold Bows from Hobby Lobby. And I decided that thing was going on this layout. This is one of the last layouts I'm scrapbooking from my nephew's wedding for my book. And so that was going on the layout, whether it liked it or not. And actually, in the end, I really love where it landed. And I think it was the perfect place for that. It's an extra little touch of gold to kind of echo that puffy heart there. Would be kind of how I felt about that. All right, so I'm just gluing that cake down and lining it up so that like none of the edges line up. I didn't want the edge of the cake even with the edge of that bag. I wanted it to overlap just a little bit. And then the little hole had not come out of the tag yet, so I used my tweezers to do that, the Cutter Bee tweezers. And then I originally thought about putting this glitter heart on the cake, and now I decided, cake topper, I decided to use both of them. So it's not really, it's not symmetrical. I just like the way it looks on top there. And that glitter cardstock again is, actually that glitter cardstock is from Recollections. And then the small heart punch is an X punch that I use. Now I want to put some twine in the tags, so I went to my twine stash and I found this white twine with the little gold pieces in it, and that is from the Target dollar spot. All right, so that's done. Now, I still haven't glued that down, and the reason I haven't is that I need to decide what my title is going to be. And once I do that, then I'll be able to glue my little photo mat area down. First, I do need to glue this top left cluster down, though, as well. So I'm using diagonal clusters, and those two clusters in between the diagonal, the photo lies, so it really helps emphasize the photo on a layout, even if you have other things going on. All right, so I'm just going to cut the top of that off. And I will journal on that little journaling spot and the tag in my Uniball Gold pen. I don't remember if I do that on camera or not. It's been a couple of days since I made this, and I made quite a few layouts the weekend that I did this. All right, so I'm kind of liking that position there, but knowing for sure that I need to get my title down before I can decide that for sure. All right, so I'm looking at my letters there, and I pull my Fitzgerald letters in the gold. These things are so wonderful. I think they still sell them at Michael's. So I'm just kind of deciding, okay, how high is that? Is it too close to that other cluster, or does that look right to me? So it looked fine. So now I can put my photo mat cluster down. So everything was glued together, it just wasn't glued down yet. All right, and then I'm going to grab my Thicker's guide there. So if you certainly can use this, you know, the basic layout and scrap lift it if you have wedding, or if you have any kind of layout to do, most definitely. But you know, if you're looking for more wedding layout ideas, I do have a playlist of wedding layouts. So just go to my playlists and you'll be able to find all those. So I've grouped not just the wedding layouts from this wedding, but also my other nephew's wedding, because I scrapbooked both of them. All right, and I'm titling this Theder Girls, which is actually my maiden name, since it's my mom, my sister, and I. And when I did the layouts, I don't have titles on all of the wedding layouts. As a matter of fact, I don't have titles on many of the layouts for my nephews. The other thing I did, I don't know if you noticed that or not, but the E's, I didn't have any E's left, so I just took the 3's and turned them the opposite way. They make beautiful E's, which is pretty awesome. That you can do that. I like getting as much out of those letters as I can, and I rarely use numbers on layouts, so it totally makes sense for me to do something like that. All right, and I am going to journal here quickly. I think there's my Uniball pen. All right, and I really like the way this gold one writes. I'm not such a big fan of the white pens, although I often use this white pen because the Uniball Signo white pen, because it's one of the few that actually works fairly decently, but white pens just skip. I just have a hard time whether it's a gel pen or this one. But the gold works beautifully if you're looking for a good pen to use. All right, so a still shot and a couple of detail shots are coming up very quickly as soon as I'm done writing this down and dating it. Hope you guys are well, and I will be back with another layout again soon. Bye!